Hello everyone, my name is Feixue Mei. I am assistant professor of graphic design at Madison University. My presentation title is Creativity and Digital Identity, Reimagining Authorship in the Digital Age. Well, first, I wanted to introduce a character that's named Miku. So she is a virtual pop star. So that's her. This is her live concert. She's a virtual pop star whose official identity is defined by her developer, but is co-created by a global fan community. Fans create songs, videos, fan art, and performances that expand her persona without altering her core identity. This collaborative process challenges traditional ideas of authorship, making Miku a dynamic, evolving cultural icon. So we'll explore how collaboration shapes identity and authorship using her as an example, and how I incorporated her into a personal project. Heather Warren Cross, Girlhood and the Plastic Image, examines how digital visuals blur the lines between original and derivative, individual and collective, a framework that informed my personal project, Plastic Existence. Miku's identity, co-created by fans, also mirrors a group project my students completed in fall 2024 in their image making class. Zines and digital media challenge traditional production by encouraging reinterpretation. Zines rooted in DIY culture foster personal expression and collaboration, much like the adaptable nature of digital content. In my zine, Plastic Existence, I explore Saito's concept of asymmetrical desire, emotional investment in characters like Miku, reimagined to fulfill personal fantasies. This process in fan art allows for personal expression and connection within the community. I wrote a poem to discuss these ideas in a poetic way. In the process of making the zine, I faced a moral dilemma about using other creators' fan art to create a collage. After reaching out for permission, some of them declined, others didn't respond, and a few allowed for only personal use, not for commercial use, which is reflected in the zine on these pages. Eventually, I created two versions of the zine, so one for personal use and one for commercial use. The image shown here is for commercial use. In this version, I replaced the collage with my own Miku fan art. I still acknowledge the fan artist who granted permission for their work on the page with their names as a gesture of respect. And inspired by this personal project, in my students' collective voice project, they use shared drive and cloud working space for real-time collaboration and feedback. This process helped combine diverse ideas into a cohesive zine, much similar to how digital collaboration shape collective identity in online fan communities. In this group project, students worked in small groups to create a zine based on a chosen word or phrase, designing page compositions and binding their pages. This is a prompt for this project. So they need to use Venn diagrams to ideate and discover words, phrase, ideas they have in common with their classmates. Reflect on the life, the interests, curiosities, and overlap those with their classmates, and then narrow down to 5 after getting feedback, discussing. Build up page compositions to communicate one of their overlaps, express themselves, build a common language, visual vocabulary. Also shape, expand, sequence. Each student creates some page compositions. Eventually, each group create a group zine. So the group project raised questions about identity and ownership, much like how Miko's identity is shaped by her community. Through each member, though each member created individual pages, the final zine reflects collective creation, showing how ownership in group projects can be fluid. like how fans create derivative works that expand Miko's persona without altering her core identity. Each student in the group project expressed their own interpretation of a cohesive theme, while preserving the integrity of the collective vision. This approach challenges traditional notions of authorship and ownership, highlighting how collaboration fosters how this collaboration could foster a shared creative identity built from everyone's contributions. I divided the project into 4 parts, requiring students to read articles and write reflections as they worked. This helps them critically engage with the challenges of collaboration, which involves negotiation and compromise. While group work can be messy, it's an essential skill in design practice. Despite the challenges, collaboration in design is invaluable. It allows diverse ideas to merge, pushing creative boundaries. So in this collective voice project, students negotiated and integrated different perspectives, creating a final product richer and more complex than any single contribution. Collaboration fosters innovation, combining individual strengths to produce work that would be difficult to achieve alone, enhancing both its quality and dynamism. So in conclusion, the group project underscores how collaboration shapes both identity and creative outcomes, similar to how Miko's identity is continually redefined by her community. The group zine embodies the collective creativity of the team, challenging conventional ideas of authorship, ownership, and identity. Thank you for listening. I hope this presentation prompts reflection on how collective practice, whether in physical or digital spaces, redefines the creative process and disrupts traditional design concepts.